Why is it important to show respect when you leave a relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a marriage or boyfriend, girlfriend? When you depart, it's always good to be positive, to say kind things. I mean, sometimes you want to like say the truth about what happened and what you think, but sometimes what you feel could be different from what others view. And I always feel it's important to not burn bridges, to show respect for the relationship. And even if you're not going to be friends again, you may never see them again in your life. Maybe they view you as a bad person, but if you leave on good terms, then that shows that you really cared. That you cared about the relationship and that you weren't going to, treat people the way that you want to be treated. To be kind, to really feel that that you'll do positive things, to create that energy. Because if you go into this negativity, then you're going to create negative emotions, and that you're always going to be wanting to get even through like being vindictive, which is like revenge, or you're going to be bitter to where you feel like, oh, like you said something, so I'm going to get back at you by being very scorned and jaded and cynical. Or you'll it's like you want to do things to get back at that person when you don't really need to, because sometimes people try to tell us things and then we're like too prideful, or we have such a big ego that we don't listen. And then later on, the things that they try to tell us happen. They come true in a bad way. Somebody might have tried to tell you something and they didn't have to be an expert at what they're trying to tell you. All they were trying to do is to make sure that you had a better opportunity. And all of a sudden these events come to light and they happen exactly how that person said. So it's just when you have these relationships, these friendships and these like I always call them like meaningful relationships, it's important to just like really to show respect for the other person, wish them the best, and don't like really look at the bad moments, because they're gonna be good moments. There are always good moments, because why did you stick around? It's not because of like control, because you couldn't go somewhere, or you felt like that you didn't have the resources. Because if you really want to leave something that is terrible, then you're gonna leave it. So there has to be a reason why you would stick around. It's just that sometimes things don't work out. Like, it's not meant to be. Like, two people are not meant to know each other for a long time. Like, it's like they make each other better and then they move on. And that's like the game plan. It's almost like God's plan. That if you believe that everything happens for a reason. Some people don't get that. They're like, oh, I don't want to hear that, because that seems like that you just allow things to happen. Like, it happens and then later on you find out why. But I've had experiences with it where things happen for a reason. Somebody would say that, and then all these things would happen for a reason, because I would self-reflect and I would know that if certain things didn't happen, then I wouldn't meet certain people, I wouldn't have certain opportunities, and I wouldn't be connected with the right like-minded people. So then looking at the good in the bad, and not really looking at it as being bad, looking at it as like life experiences, looking at it as like wisdom, learning lessons, better, so you can like learn stuff to help other people, if people are willing to listen to you, to help other people to grow better. Because when we grow, we want to grow the people around us and everyone else that we could reach. We're not going to reach everyone, because some people are just not ready. They're not willing to trust, and they're going to want to look at your track record and see like what you've done. And if you haven't done anything in that space, then they're not going to trust you. And that's fine, because that's their decision. That's their choice. When you try to help somebody in a relationship and it doesn't work out and you end up like losing your meaningful relationship over that, it's best for you to like really thank that person and to tell them like, I appreciate you and I appreciate the moments that we had. I know it didn't work out, but I want to see the best for you and I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you're living a good life. And if you had to treat me terrible and you had to dissolve our friendship, then that's okay, because I'm happy that you did it, because now you found someone that you could experience true love with, someone that is right for you, because then I would know that I was a bad fit for you because there's too much conflict. And if you're a good fit, that you'll get along, and there's too much conflict because the problems were always discussed. It was only about the problems, and there was too much attention on the problems and on conflict and on negativity. Whereas one person may have wanted positive things and talk about the dreams, talk about goals, and talk about the future, and have like more positive discussions, but somehow they were talking about these person's problems, and that's all that was discussed. And they realized that it was best to work towards detaching, because they knew that if they detached, that person, which really wanted a better life, would get it. And that was the true intention of why someone can leave something and know that that person will be okay, because they have to figure it out. They have to survive, and you trust that they're going to make the right decisions because they have to. They're not going to have somebody around to like be a confession booth. That they were going to be able to be brave, to make quick decisions, because they know that they didn't want to go back to something else that was not good for them, that didn't have a good future for them. So now there is an opportunity to live that better life. So think about it when you leave something, a relationship, friendship, marriage. Think about possibly becoming friends with that person, or just leaving on good terms. And if you didn't leave on good terms, go back and like thank them, because you appreciate them for what they've done to help you, because I know they've done something for you and that you should appreciate them. And remember, value yourself, respect yourself, love yourself. Peace out.